सर्वकारणकारणं चिन्तामणि प्रकरसर्वसुकल्पवृक्षा रक्षाकृतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तं लक्ष्मी शतसं ब्रह्मसेव्यमानं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। वेणुं कनन्तमरविन्दललायताक्षं भरावतं समसितं बुधगन्धराङ्गं कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीयविशेषशोभं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। आलोलचन्द्रकलसदवनमालवंशी रत्नाङ्गदं कनकेलिकलाविलासं श्यामं त्रिभङ्गललितं नियताप्रकाशं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। अङ्गानि यस्य सकलेन इन्द्रप्रीतिमन्ति पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति आनन्दचिन्मय सद्उज्ज्वलविग्रहस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। अद्वैतमच्युतमनादिमनन्तरूपम् आद्यं पुराणपुरुषं नवयौवनं च वेदेषु दुर्लभमदुर्लभमात्मभक्तो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। पन्थास्तु कोटिशतवत्सरसम्प्रगम्यो वायुरथापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवाना सोऽप्यस्ति यत्प्रपदसिन्विचिन्तय तत्त्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। एकोऽपि यस्सौ रचयितं जगदण्डकोटिं यशक्तिरस्ति जगदण्डछाययनन्ता अण्डन्तरस्थपरमाणुछयन्तरस्तं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। यद्भावभावितधियो मनुजस्तथैव सम्प्राप्य रूपमहिमस्सननुषभासा सुक्तेर्यमेव निगमा प्रतिहितस्तुवन्ति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। अन्धचिन्मयरसप्रतिभाभिताभिर्य गोलोक एव निवसति अखिलात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। प्रेमोज्ज्वलचुरितभक्तिविलोचनेन सन्ता सदैव दयेषु विलोकयन्ति यं श्यामसुन्दरमचिन्तय गुणस्वरूपं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। रामादिमूर्तिषु कलान्यमेन तिष्ठं नानावतारमकरोत् भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्ण स्वयं सम्भवत् परमापमान्यो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगदन्तकोटि कोटिष्वशेषवसुदधि विभूतिभिन्नं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमनन्तमशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। माया यस्य जगदन्तस्थानि सूते त्रैगुण्यतद्विषयवेदविद्यमाना सत्त्वालम्बिपरसत्त्वविशुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। आनन्दचिन्मयरसत्मतया मनसु या प्राणिनं प्रतिफलं स्मरतम् उपेत्य लीलायितेन भुवनानि जयत्यजस्रं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। गोलोकनाम्नि निजधाम्नि तले तस्य देवी महेशरिधामसुतेषु तेषु ते ते प्रभावनिचया विहितसाचयेन गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तं भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयसाधनशक्ति एव ध्यायेव यस्य भुवनानि बिभर्ति दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य चेष्टते स गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि क्षीरं यथा दधिविकारविशेषयोगा संजयते नहि तथा पृथगस्ति हेतो यशम्भुतम् अपि तथा समुपेति कार्यात् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि दीपाचिव एविदशन्तरमभ्युपेत्य दीपायते विवृता हि धर्मा दुर्गेवि च विष्णुतया विभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि या कारणन्नवजले भजति स्म योगा निद्राम् अनन्तजगदण्डसरोमकूपा आधारशक्त्यवलम्ब्य परं समूर्तिं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यस्य एकनिवसिता कलमथावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति लोमविलजा जगदण्डनाथा विष्णुमहाशय अस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So just wanted to recite because I thought today we'll have creation of universe, lessons from creation of universe, and whole Brahma Samhita talks about creation in the Golok Vrindavan. So this is more bigger. There's a whole chapter, 5th chapter of Brahma Samhita. It's brought by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Adi Keshav temple there. And some may say where the scripture mentioned Brahma Samhita. So there's a reference in Bham Vaivrat Puran, where 5 Samhitas are talking about. Shiva Samhita, Brahma Samhita, Narad Samhita, Prahlad Samhita and Kumar Samhita. So in that is a mention of Brahma Samhita. And this Brahma Samhita was found in Adi Keshav temple by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he thought before discussing about creation, and that's what every day Govindam Adi Purusham is played, no? Govindam Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. So it's sang by Yamuna Mataji. Right? The Yamuna Mataji, Prabhu said she was in Bhava. So some dude is telling in the temple, Prabhu, why are you playing a female voice? Prabhu said, no, she is in the stage of Bhava. We should play in all the temples the voice of Yamuna Mataji. Om Jnantimirandasya Jnanam Salakaya Chakshu Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kalamayam Vadanti Cha Vadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sarjatam Sagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Chavadetam Chavadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Cha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasha Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Vema Padayate Krishnaya Krishaitanya Namne Gauritate Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyacha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaurabhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees today. So welcome all the devotees for the Sunday morning program. Those who come. So today is also Sanatana Goswami Disappearance Day. It's also called Guru Purnima. And so today we'll see a little bit of creation, the lessons we can learn from the creation of universe. And we will also talk about Sanatana Goswami, and also at the end we'll chant Ugram Viram 108 times there. So, coming to the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, you're able to see, or somebody's online? You're online connected? Online somebody has joined? I share online, then you can connect it to your thing. Oh, nobody has joined online. No, you keep it, I'll share from here. So it didn't get projected. So, Kalad Gunavyati Parinama Subhavataha Karmano Janna Mahata Purushadi Ishtad Bhata. After the incarnation of the first Purusha, the Mahat Tattva, the principles of creation, take place, and then time is manifested. And in course of time, the three qualities appear. Nature means the three quality appearances that transform into activities. Purport, this is verse number 2.5.22. By the omnipotency of the Supreme Lord, the whole material creation evolves by the process of transformation reactions one after another. And by the same omnipotency, they are wound up again one after another and conserved in the body of the supreme Kala or time, is a phenomenon of nature in transform manifestation of the principles of material creation. As such, Kala may be taken as the first cause of all creation, and by transformation of nature, different activities of the material world becomes visible. These activities may be taken up as a natural instinct of each and every living being, or even of the inert objects. And after the manifestation of activity, there are varieties of products and byproducts of the same nature. Originally, these are all due to Supreme Lord. The Vedanta Sutra and the Bhagavatam thus begin the absolute truth as the beginning of all creation, Janmadi Yasya Yata. And reading this purport, we're wondering what is happening. Right? Another question comes. So, before we begin the creation, first let us know why should we talk about creation at all also. So much. Better talk about Krishna's direct pastimes. Why, just talk about creation and so much. So there's one verse comes in Bhagavatam about benefit of learning about creation. 2.7.53. Mayam varnayato amushya No. Mayam varnayato amushya Ishvarasya anumodataha Shinvata shadhaya nityam Mayaya atmanam huyati. See, Lord's transcendental Leela, what Krishna comes and do is in Antaranga Shakti. Vishimati Radharani, Lakshmi, and there. And his creation Leela is a Bhahiranga Shakti. The external potency Maya was sleeping, Krishna wakes her up. The Mahavishnu wakes up her and glances upon her. So it is in with reference to Maya Devi, where Krishna's pastimes are related to Yoga Maya. Now question may come, we want to get out of Maya, right? We all want to get off Maya? Yes. So then why to hear again about Maya? We should hear about Krishna's Antaranga Shakti. So this verse beautifully answers the Lord's activities in association with different energies should be described, appreciated and heard in accordance with the teaching of the Supreme Lord. If this is done regularly with devotion and respect, one is sure to get out the illusory energy of the Lord. Or other words, if the Jiva constantly describes Maya in relation to the Lord, remembers Maya or hear about Maya with proper faith, he'll not be bewildered by Maya. So Ishopnida says, you should know what is knowledge and you should know what is not knowledge. Just knowing what is knowledge is not sufficient. You should also know what is not knowledge. To know what is Vidya is important, but also know what is Avidya. To know Krishna is important, to know Maya is also important. So when you hear about Maya with relationship to Krishna, then a person doesn't get bewildered with that Maya. And what is the process for the Sankhya? The people, Jnana. In the Jnana, people follow the process of Sankhya. Sankhya is neti neti. So they characterize everything into 24 elements. And then they're saying, so what are the 24 elements? What are those 24 elements? Gyanindriyas, Kamindriyas, Antakaran, Chitta. Okay, I'll show you what are the 24 elements. Revision for those who do not know. So soul is without any 24 elements. Then first covering comes of Chitta upon the soul. Second covering comes of false ego. Third covering comes of mind. Fourth covering comes of Indriya. These four are called Antakaran. Chittaha, Ahankar, Manaha, Buddhi. And if you see, always we are associated with these four elements. सो भी रहे तो भी चार एलिमेंट जागे हुए हैं और ये हमको सब सोच करते रहते हैं. So this combination, actually Antakaran is one only. It's not that they are different Antakaran. It is one only. But it is manifested in four ways in function there. So it acts as false ego, it acts as mind, it acts as intelligence, buddhi there. So and then the Jnanindriya, subtle senses. See, it is not this nose, it is the internal nose. It is not this eyes, it is the internal eyes. Like even you close your eyes, you can see the things. So it is that eyes, internal eyes. So all these 24 elements are products of what? Maya. All these 24 elements are product of Maya. And how all these 24 elements come? So whenever we say we are in Maya means we are identifying any of these 24 elements, we are in Maya. Then to know when we are in Krishna is very difficult. So anytime you are not identified with these 24 elements, then you are not in Maya. Otherwise, anytime we identify with any of these 24 elements, we are in Maya. So this is the definition of Maya. You know, that's why we say, either Krishna or either Maya. But यार हम कितनी बार तो बीच में रहते हैं. माया में तो कभी कभी जाते हैं, कृष्णा में भी कई बार जाते हैं, बीच में रहते हैं. पर ऐसा नहीं होता है. Either Krishna or either Maya. Either identifying with these 24 elements or either we are with Krishna. Now the process of Sankhya, you keep talking about, oh, I am not the false ego, I am not the mind, I am not the intelligence, I am not the senses. This is a process of jnana, neti, 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 neti. But the process of bhakti is what is mentioned in the second canto. That how the Lord created all these elements. And all these are Lord's energy. So when you see Maya connected to the Lord, then you remember Krishna and you forget Maya. And you use Maya in service of Krishna, then Maya doesn't remain Maya, it becomes Yoga Maya. Because you use it in the service of the Lord. So you know, okay, this intelligence is of whom? Krishna. This mind is also of Krishna. So let me use for his service. But a jnana path, the impersonal path, you think I am not this, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this there. So Bhagavatam, anywhere you will not find talking about neti, 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 I am not this, I am not this. What's it? All these elements are created by the Lord. And you worship Krishna alone. So that's what is so much being mentioned over here, if you see. So Chittaha, Ahankara, Mana, Buddhi, Jnanindriya, Prana, 5 gross elements and 5 tanmatras. So this is something very, very important to understand. Now the question comes, how all these things are formed? So just think, for us to enjoy this world, Lord has to do so much of homework. For us to enjoy this world, Lord has to do so much of creation for us. All these 24 elements are created. And we are sitting in the body of 24 elements. Right? This whole thing we are perceiving through these 24 elements. And that's what the Lord has been created. So Brahma Samhita, it talks from beginning about Golok, Vrindavan, Goloka, and very amazingly talks about. So first I cover this purport, what Sri Prabhupada says. So Prabhupada says here, some of them think that to hear about the pastimes of the Lord means to hear about his activities, the gopis, or about his pastime like lifting the Govardhan hill, and they have nothing to do with the Lord's plenary expansions, the Purushartaras, and the pastimes of the creation. तो डायरेक्ट करना है तो कृष्ण लीला पढ़ो, कृष्णा बुक पढ़ो, ये सब क्या सेकंड कैंटो थर्ड कैंटो में दिमाग लगाने का है ना. पीपल विल से, अभी इवन न्यू पीपल कम, अरे थोड़ा भगवान कृष्ण का कुछ रसिक कथा बताओ, ये क्या सब चालू कर दिया ना. पीपल हैव दिस कंसेप्शन कि थोड़ा कोई रसिक कथा बताया, पूरा गोवर्धन लीला, काली लीला, वो भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. सो बहुत रसिक कथा बताया, देन पीपल आर वेरी हैप्पी. ये क्या क्रिएशन के बारे में बोलना चालू कर दिया. तो लेट अस सी व्हाट प्रॉपर दिस. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू फीलिंग लाइक दैट कि क्या सुबह सुबह क्रिएशन के बारे में. लिटिल शाई टू रेज द हैंड. सो प्रॉपर सेइंग that some people think, some of them think to hear about Krishna Leela either with gopis or with Govardhan, that is more important than hearing the second and third canto. But then Prabhupada says, but a pure devotee knows that there is no difference between the pastimes of the Lord either in Ras Leela or in creation, maintenance or destruction of the material world. Rather, the description of such activities of the Lord as the Purusha Avtaras are specifically meant for persons who are in the clutches of the external energy. How many of you are in the clutches of external energy? Yes, all of us are in the clutches of external energy or no? There. So topic like Ras Leela are meant for which soul? Liberated souls, and not for conditioned soul. But a conditioned soul must hear the past with appreciation and devotion, the Lord past in relationship with the Maya. And such acts are good as the hearing of Ras Leela in the liberated state. So in conditioned state, we should hear Lord's creation Leela. In liberated state, we should hear Krishna's Ras Leela. I don't understand that. And that's why second canto comes first, 10th canto comes later. There. Of course, Prabhupada has given Krishna book that devotees even in conditioned state can read Krishna book and relish the Krishna's pastime. But as important to read Krishna book is also to read this second and third canto about creation Leela of the Lord. That's the point here. So the conditioned soul must hear with appreciation and devotion. How? With appreciation and devotion, the Lord's pastime in relationship with the external energy. How Lord is so great. How Lord is the source of everything. And such acts are as good as hearing of Ras Leela in the liberated state. A conditioned soul should not imitate the activities of liberated souls. Lord Chaitanya and Mahaprabhu never indulged in hearing Ras Leela with ordinary men. There. So pure devotees of the Lord therefore must begin reading or hearing Bhagavatam from the very beginning and not from the 10th canto. We have several times been requested by so-called devotees to take up the 10th canto immediately, but we have refrained from such an action because we wish to present Srimad Bhagavatam as the science of Godhead and not as a sensuous understanding of the conditioned souls. There. So this is the understanding of, so therefore it is important to learn creation Leela. After 1 month is coming Shri Krishna Janmashtami. Right? So but before that we should understand the creation Leela. So so these 24 elements they make. So when you understand these 24 elements, how they came, what happens? We develop a solid belonging with the Lord. Vasudevam sarvamiti samatmasu dava. We understand, we develop understanding that everything belongs to the Supreme Lord. And that is something very, very imparted. So in Brahma Samhita, so we recited the Brahma Samhita prayers today, right? There. So Brahma Samhita talks about the process of creation. Fifth canto also talks about, second canto also talks about it, third canto also talks about it, and Brahma Samhita also talks about it. So this is the first verse of Brahma Samhita. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. So this fifth chapter is available to us. Fifth chapter. So the Chintamani verse is the 29th verse. But between 2 and 1 and 29 there are 27 more verses. So let us see what are those verses. So this verse number 2 talks about Sahasrapatra Kamalam. Sahasrapatra, Sahas is 1000, Patra Kamalam, Gokul Akhayam Mahatpadam, Tat Karnikaram Tad Dhamam, Tad Anantansha Sambhavam. The super excellent station of Krishna, which is known as Gokula, has thousands of petals and a corolla like that of a lotus sprouted from a part of his infinitary aspect. The whole of the leaves being the actual abode of Krishna. It's a hexagonal figure, that transcendental lotus, and like a diamond, the central supporting figure self-represents Krishna is sent as the transcendental source of all potencies. And this also talk about the Gayatri mantras. The whole of that eternal realm Gokula is a hexagonal abode of Krishna. Its petals are the abodes of gopis who are part and parcel of Krishna, to whom they are most lovingly devoted and are similar in essence. See, this Gopijan Vallabhaya is a Shruti mantra. Shruti mantras are the eternal mantras. So many people may think that Krishna appeared only 5,000 years before. But Shruti has appeared from the beginning of the day of Brahma. So these are eternal realm. Krishna's past and the gopis are eternally going on in Golok, Vrindavan. And that's why Krishna is known as in the Shruti mantras as Gopijan Vallabhaya. So the petals, the extended leaves of this lotus are garden like Dhama, a spiritual abode of Sri Radhika, the most beloved of Krishna there. So this is in Golok, Vrindavan. The transcendental Gokula is shaped like the lotus. The eternal world is like a hexagonal figure, and then the entity Sri Radha Krishna appearing in the form of a mantra consisting of 18 transcendental letters are centered. When you get second initiation, you get that mantra. And this mantra is coming in the Lord Krishna gave it to Brahmaji, and it's coming in the parampara. So that's why the mantras are given in parampara. The holy name is given directly, but these mantras are given confidentially. Okay, so further it talks about, I will not go in much detail, further it talked about, Krishna never concerts with his illusory energy. Still her connection is not cut. When he intends to create a material world, in which he engages by consorting with his own spiritual potency, Rama, by casting his glance at the deluding energy in the shape of sending his time energy is an auxiliary activity. So this verse, what we read today morning, it talks about how Krishna put the kala, glance. You have to understand what is this kala. If you see anything which is happening in this world, is happening as an effect of kala. Nothing moves without kala. So suppose anything you say in this world, you say in respect of Kala. Today evening we are having class. So Kala has to take you to evening. Then only you can have the class. Prabhuji, when are you going to end the class? Kala has to take me to that point. Suppose Kala forgets to move forward, we can go on eternally this class. But Kala is moving and you know अभी 9:15 हो गया है, breakfast का time हो गया है. And how did you get hunger? By the effect of Kala. You got hunger because of the effect of Kala. And prasadam gets cooked because of the effect of Kala. Cooking is happening, we say 10 minutes में cooking होगा. It will take 10 minutes to cook. अगर Kala is not there, how your cooking will happen? So you see all this phenomena in this world, even you are able to see something is the effect of Kala because light ray gone there and came back. So that some interval of time passed away and that's why you are able to see an object. If Kala is not there, you are not able to see anything. You are able to hear because the sound traveled with Kala. You are not able to hear anything. So in this world, first the Kala comes, then everything else comes in material world. And in spiritual worlds are going without Kala. This is eternal time. There is no Lord's glance needed to create it and things. Everything is going eternally. Now people ask a question, who created God? If God created everything, then who created God? See, now God created Kala. When you say something is created, that means at some point of time it is created. Some point of time it will be destroyed. So there is a creation and there is a destruction. That means what? There is an effect of Kala or no? There is an impact of Kala in that or no? Because you are glancing something, you are creating something, so creation is happening. But creation is beginning with the Lord's glance. So that means who is the master of Kala? Lord. So can Lord have any creation or destruction? No. He is eternally existing. And this concept of something getting created, something getting destructed, it comes only when you come this world. And you see everything is created, everything is destroyed. And that is why you need engineers. That is why you need doctors. That is why you need so many people in this world. But in spiritual world, you don't need any of them. You don't need engineers, you don't need doctors. And even you don't need brahmacharis. Because there's no need of preaching there, right? You don't need things. Everything is going eternally in transcendental service of the Lord. And you don't have to go for office. How nice it's, you don't have to go to office. There. You don't have to go to school also. Nice now. If next life you don't want to go to school, what you should do? How many people don't want to go next life to your school? So what you should do? What you should do? Go to Golok Vrindavan. Then you don't have to go to school. And if you don't go to Goloka, then again Baba lecture. If Kali Yuga remains, if Vedic culture comes back, then again, ka, kha, ga, ga, ga. This time. So, this bhuta pralyate there. Now, Shambhu, Rama Devi, the beloved of the Lord, is a regulatrix of all entities. The divine plenary portion Krishna creates a mundane world. At creation, there appears a divine halo of the nature of his subjective portion. This halo is divine Shambhu. You heard about Shambhu? The Lord's glance is called Shambhu, Shiva. The masculine symbol of manifested emanation of the Supreme Lord. You have gone to any Shiva temple? So above is Linga and down is the Prakriti there. So that symbolizes creation in this world there. That's a symbol of creation. Halo. This halo is a dim twilight reflection of the supreme eternal effulgence. This masculine symbol is the subjective portion of divinity who functions as a progenitor of the mundane world, subject to the supreme niyati. The conceiving potency in regard to mundane creation makes her appearance out of supreme notice. She is Maya, the symbol of mundane feminine productivity. And the union of these two bring forth the faculty of perverted cognition, the reflection of seed appropriated desire of the Supreme Lord. See, this is because in material consciousness we can only understand this way, that how them come. So that's why it is represented by that, the Supreme Union. Now what happened? Krishna never comes in touch with Maya, Prakriti. Who comes in touch with Prakriti? Lord Shiva. So Krishna expends Shiva to come in touch with Prakriti. Then Shiva and Parvati unites in their own way, in a way to produce all the material varieties there. So the Kala goes, it agitates the Pradhana. So further it talks about it. So the seed of mundane sex desire is a perverted reflection in this mundane world of the seed of the original creative desire. So basically this creative desire becomes the seed for the sex desire in this world, and the process of appearance of Shambhu is recorded in 10th and the 5th shlokas. An offspring of the consort of great lord of this mundane world are of the nature embodiment of mundane masculine and feminine. The person embodied the material causal principle, Maheshwara Shambhu, in the form of a joint to his female consort as effective causal principle. The Lord of the world Mahavishnu is manifest in him by his subjective portion in the form of his glance. And Lord Mahavishnu possesses thousands of heads, eyes. You know, Sahasra Shisha Purusha. You heard about? Sahasra Shisha Purusha, Sahas Aksha, Sahaspat, Sahas Bahur Vishvatma, Sahas Ansha, Sahas Sasu. So the Mahavishnu having thousands of heads, eyes, hands. He is the source of thousands of avatars and thousands of subjective portion. He is the creator of thousands of individual souls. Because all souls are lying in the body of. And he is also spoken by the name Narayana. Narayana. From that eternal person, the vast explained. So whole Karan ocean, Shrishti ocean comes from Mahavishnu. And the subjective portion Sankarshan who abides in Paramyam, the above Purusha with thousands of subjective portion repose on the state, a divine slope. So he's sleeping. In what? Divine sleep. Now what is happening? All universes are coming from him. The spiritual seeds of Sankarshan existing in the pores of skin of Mahavishnu are born as so many golden sperms. The sperms are covered with 5 great elements. And what are they? They are one universes. The same Mahavishnu, you see the universes are coming from the body of Mahavishnu. So they come like a pore. It is in a seed form, not that full universe is in the body. In the seed form is there and it is coming from the body of Mahavishnu. And you know how much time is spent it is for Mahavishnu? In the time universe comes into being and universe collapses. Done. That's what our whole creation is. 100 years of Brahma is just like this for Mahavishnu. Nimesha. And what is 100 years of Brahma? 311 trillion years for us. 311 trillion. So can you imagine the scale in which Mahavishnu is working? And the scale what which we are living in it. So our life is very insignificant or no? So better become Krishna conscious. Better become Krishna conscious. There. So that is why when we know this reality, so to know about Maya in connection to Krishna, we are not bewildered by Maya. There. You know, don't desire to see Maya. Markandeya Rishi, Lord appeared to him. You know what benediction he asked? Lord, I want to see your Maya. I want to see your Maya. And then what happened? The time of dissolution came. And when the night of Brahma comes, you know what happens when the night of Brahma comes? Bangalore वगैरह सब चला जाता है. Planet Earth भी डूब जाता है. Everything is inundated with water. Even sun dies, moon dies. All these planetary systems also die. Sargloka, Bhurloka, Bhuvaswaha. All 3 are inundated with water. सूरज तक पानी चढ़ जाता है. That much water comes. Everything is Imanshada Garbhodak ocean when the night comes of the Brahma. And in that night, Markandeya Rishi was roaming in that ocean. Anyone want to see Maya? So, you can roam in that ocean. And no mummy, no daddy, no mother, no father to save you. Whom will call? You are alone practically. Not and everywhere he saw everywhere crocodiles, alligators, big whales and things. And finally he came to one vriksha. On one Vatashahi vriksha, one patra, Lord a small child was sucking his toe. First human being he saw, means of course was not there. Somebody he saw. Otherwise he was seeing all, and he is roaming in the waves. You've seen the waves in Jagannath Puri? You go, you just have to stand there. They will make you bathe and no pull. And if you stand in the evening, they will take you also inside. So now just think, if you're roaming in those waves inside the ocean, wave ऐसे लेके जा रही है आपको, and he was not on the shore, he was inside only. Somehow by the Lord's potency, he was breathing and alive. And he was going in the ocean, and then he saw this Vatashai Vishnu sucking his toe. And he was sucking not Vishnu, sucking the toe, and he was start to offer prayers, and he went into the Lord's mouth. Went into the Lord's mouth and went into the belly, he saw again the same thing, same ocean. And in that same ocean, again he found the Lord. The baby was lying there. This is the beauty of Lord's creation. Huh? In the creation, Lord is there, Lord's stomach creation is there. And he goes inside, and then the time dissolution, the night of Brahma stops, and he comes back. Of course, some say that there was a partial annihilation happened, this Chakshusha Manvantara. So that time he had that experience. And some say the night of Brahma, that Markandeya Rishi had that experience. And just see, it's not that when inundation has to come, it will tell you, okay, Prabhu, 5 days after I am coming. It will come. Anytime the pralaya can come. Brahmaji got little jhapki in the 6th Manvantara. And pralaya came. Because for creation, for the universe to be awake, Brahma should be awake. Brahma sleeps, universe sleeps. हम सोते तो कुछ नहीं होता है. हमको झपकी लग गया कुछ नहीं होता है. ऑफकोर्स अगर कार ड्राइविंग के बाद झपकी लग गया तो क्या होता है? फिर डायरेक्ट हॉस्पिटल में जाते हैं या ऊपर जाते हैं, है ना? ब्रह्मा जी सोते हैं तो पूरा यूनिवर्स सो जाता है. तो फुल प्रलय केम, ब्रह्मा जी को झपकी लग गई 6 मंत्र में. तो झपकी लगना अच्छी बात नहीं है, स्पेशली कोई इंपॉर्टेंट काम कर रहे हो तो झपकी लगना अच्छी बात नहीं, तो दिन में नहीं सोना चाहिए. तो ब्रह्मा जी slept, and then what happened because of Brahma ji sleeping? There's an inundation in the whole universe there. And after, that's the time Matsya Avatar came. And then again Daksha came second time in the 6th Manvantara to again create everything there. So therefore Mahavishnu, so coming back to Mahavishnu there, so the divine portion that enter into his universe are possessed of his majestic extension, the eternal universal Mahavishnu possessing thousands of heads. And then from Mahavishnu created, now if you go to Anant Padmanabh temple, you see Anant Padmanabh's hand is like this, there is a shivling there, navel is Brahma. So from that Mahavishnu created Vishnu from his left limb, Brahma from his right limb, and the space between the eyebrows Shambhu. Now different creation, it may come differently also, right? So sometimes Brahma. So this is so divine Purusha lying in the ocean of milk, the same who is the regulator of all universe is Shri Vishnu, and Hiranyagarbha is a prime progenitor who is different from the four-faced Brahma. There. See, what is the 3 aspects of Brahma, of Virat Purusha? For example, sometimes devotees get confused, what is this Virat Purusha, right? What is a Virat Purusha? See, just like suppose somebody has to refer it to India. Now when you say India, what comes in your mind? Or you say Bharat. When you say Bharat, what comes to your mind? When you say the word Bharat, what comes to your mind? प्रसाद. अरे प्रसाद तो घर में मिलता है, भारत में नहीं मिलता. हाँ, हिमालय से कन्याकुमारी. Indian map between from Himalaya to Kanyakumari will come in the there. Or you may think India's population is how much now? 140 crores, right? That is another thought may come. Or Bharat may also mean the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Right? Yeah, no? There. The same way, when you think the universe as the gross structure of the 14 planetary system, there is a gross form of Virat Rupa. When you think the universe as consists of all the souls, it is called Hiranyagarbha. And the subtle form is of 14 departments. 14 departments of 10, 5 active senses, 5 karmendriyas, 5 jnanendriyas, and antakaran, chitta, buddhi, mana. So this 14 demigods, cabinet, that also is a Hiranyagarbha. And when you talk about a person representing the universe, is Brahma. 4 has 4 faced Brahma. So these are the 3 aspects of there. Now what is Virat Rupa, what Krishna showed in Bhagavad Gita? Is all the administrators of the universe came at one place. All the in charges of all departments came at one place. That's what Krishna showed to Arjuna. And plus he showed a Kala Rupa. That is what is going to happen in the future. So this is what is the Virat Rupa shown in Bhagavad Gita. So coming back to this, so Shambhu, the glance happens, so Mahavishnu glance on Prakriti, Devi. And when he glance on Devi, what happens? The Mahatattva comes and different elements come. Then the Lord himself enters into each universe as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. And then from Garbhodakshai Vishnu's navel comes Lord Brahma there. And then from the same Vishnu comes Shirodakshai Vishnu. So I'll show you one chart. So you see this? From Mahavishnu comes, so Mahavishnu glances on Prakriti here. And then Lord's Kala Shakti, Mahatattva, Ahankara, it leads to all these 24 elements, one after another. And then the Lord comes as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu in the universe, from whose navel comes Brahmaji. There. And that's how the whole creation further happens. There. So coming back to Brahma Samhita, so originated, so Vishnu, Prajapati, and the same person, assuming the threefold form of Vishnu, Prajapati, and Shambhu. Who great person Godhead? Mahavishnu, Lord Narayan. He took the form of Vishnu, Brahma, and Shambhu. Entering the mundane universe plays the pastimes of preservation, creation, and destruction of this world. The pastime is contained in the mundane world and it is being perverted. And identical with Mahavishnu, prefers to consult with God as Yoga Nidra, the constituent of his own Chit potency. So the Lord is creating, but he is not in his Leela with the Maya Shakti. He is in his Yoga Nidra, with the spiritual potency. And that's why the Lord seems to be in Yoga Nidra, because he is not enjoying the universe. And Vishnu, lying in the ocean of milk, wills to create this universe. A golden lotus springs from his navel pit. The golden lotus stem is a abode of Brahma, representing Brahmaloka. So lotus which comes is the Brahmaloka. And the stem has all the 14 planetary systems. Before their conglomeration, the primary elements in the nascent remains originally separate entities. Divine Mahavishnu, primal Godhead, through association with his own Chit potency, moved Maya, and by the application of convoluting principle created those different entities in their state of cooperation. So there. Then it came Virat Vigraha. So Virat Vigraha means the same Jiva is eternal. So then finally the creation happens. And then 4-facet Brahma comes. Then Brahma, being guided by the divine potency, turned his mind to the act of creation under the impulse of previous impression. But he could see nothing but darkness in every situation. And that time he heard the Gayatri mantra. Saraswati came and gave him the Gopal mantra. And then Krishna played the flute and gave him the And see, this is a time Brahmaji actually saw Goloka Vrindavan from his eyes. Brahmaji saw Goloka Vrindavan there. And what he said, Goloka Vrindavan? So being desirous at Govinda, he practiced the culture acts for Krishna in Goloka. He meditated, meditation ran thus. There exists a divine lotus of 1,000 petals, augmented by millions of filaments in the transcendental land of Goloka. On its whole, there exists a great divine throne on which is seated Sri Krishna. The form is eternal, effulgent, transcendental bliss, playing on his divine flute, resonant with the divine sound, with his lotus mouth. He is worshipped by his amorous milkmaids, gopis, with their respective subjective portion extension by his external. So this he is seeing Golok Vrindavan. So Krishna is having pastimes with the gopis. And what he sees further? Then the Gayatri manifest, imparted by the divine sound of the flute of Sri Krishna, entered into the lotus mouth of Brahma, born from himself through his 8 year olds. You have seen that photo? Krishna is playing flute and the Vedas are entering the mouth of there. So Krishna played the flute and the Gayatri entered the Vedas. The lotus born Brahma, having received the Gayatri, is sprung from the flute song of Sri Krishna, attained the status of twice born, having been initiated by the supreme primal preceptor Godhead. And the same Gayatri mantras come in the Parampara. So he was initiated by Sri Krishna himself. So enlightened by the recollection of that Gayatri, embodying the 3 Vedas, Brahma became acquainted with the expanse of the ocean of truth. Then he worshipped Sri Krishna, the essence of all Vedas, with his hymn. And now the Brahma Samhita starts. So devotees can remember this Brahma Samhita prayers. It's very, very nice. You can sing, you can do this. And if you see Prabhupada quoted many of these prayers, many places. Many of the purports you will find Brahma Samhita prayers. So we'll see the meaning of some prayers and then discuss about Sanatana Goswami and then we'll chant Ugram Veera Mahavishnu once at a time. Chinta Mani Prakarasatma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vritesha Surabhi Abhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasatasam Brahma Sevyamanam Govindamati Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So I worship Govinda, the first progenitor who is tending the cows, yielding all desire in abodes built with spiritual gem. Chinta Mani. Surrounded by millions, Kalpa Vriksha. And always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds and thousands of Lakshmis or Gopis. Lakshmi Sahas Satasam Brahma Sevyamanam. There. And Laksha Viteshu Surabhi Abhipalayantam. So Laksha means millions. So millions of cows are serving him. And lakhs, thousands of gopis are serving him. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. So Chintamani means transcendental gem. Chintamani. See, there is a Parasmani, there is Chintamani. Parasmani turns the metal to gold. But Chintamani converts the other to Chintamani. That's the beauty of Chintamani. And the second verse, Venum Kanantam Aravind Dalaya Taksham Bharavatam Sam Astimbuddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. So I worship Govinda, who's adept in playing on his flute, with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with head decked with peacock's feather, with a figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids there. See, Krishna is called Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobha. If millions of cupids come, that will also defy the beauty. And still, Krishna's beauty is like as if millions of cupid has come. See, one cupid make a person mad attraction towards the other objects of this world. But if millions of cupids come, how much will be the attraction? But when Krishna comes, it defeats the attraction of millions of cupids. That's the attraction of the devotees to Krishna. Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Bharavatamsam. He is wearing a peacock feather on his head. Venum Kantam, playing the flute. So if you see in Bhagavatam, many places this comes. Shamam Hiranya Paradim Vanama Lebansim Dhatu Pravala Basadata. So Krishna is keeping one hand on his friend, one hand he is taking the Karnikara flower. And when the Brahman Patni saw Krishna in that state, they completely went into trance, seeing Krishna in such a beautiful form. So Krishna's form is the most beautiful in this world. And that's what he's talking about, the Brahm Samhita. And Alola Chandraha, I worship Govinda, whose neck is swinging a garland of flowers, beautified with the moon locket. In fact, Krishna is compared to 20 moons. Krishna has 20 moons. So 10 moons are on his fingernails, 10 moons are in his toenails, and his two cheeks are 2 moons. And whole face is another moon. His smile is moon. And then his forehead is half moon. So 24 moons, like that Krishna has compared to 24 moons. I worship Govinda, Angani Asya. Angani Asya Sakalen Indriya Vritimanti Pashanti Panti. See, Lord's each sense, Lord, one sense can work the work of other sense. Right? Like deities, they don't have to eat from mouth. They can glance and eat it. Why? Because Lord's one part of the body can act as other part. Like Lord doesn't need genitals to beget Brahma. From his navel only Brahmaji comes. By his hand of touch only he can do everything there. By his glance also Lord can do anything because his senses are spiritual. In his spiritual senses, one sense can act the part of all other senses. And Ananda Chinmaya Sadujjala Vigrahasya. So Ananda Chinmaya is full of Anand and Chinmaya, spiritual, life. Ujjala Vigrahasya. Govinda Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. And Atavetam, he is without a second, without any decay, Anadim without a beginning, Ananturupam, unlimited form. That is Rama the Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan. So himself manifests all the forms like Rama, Narsinga, Vara and all that, who manifests Krishna. Adyam Purana Purusham, Nav Yavnan. Though he is the oldest, but he is the most beautiful, like a 16-year-old boy. And Vedeshu Durlabha is very difficult to find in the Vedas. Even those who read the Vedas don't know about Krishna. One time Prabhupada went to a Vrindavan in Gurukul and asked the Gurukuli boys, who is Krishna? He said, oh, who is God? And he's saying, Lord is Nirvachaniya, Nirgun and all that. All they start telling. But they could not tell who is Krishna. Then Prabhupada called our one Gurukuli student and asked, who is Krishna? ISKCON Gurukuli student. I said, Krishna. Prabhupada gave me a cookie. See, so nice. You don't have to speculate. So Vedeshu Durlabha. So those who read the Veda, they get confused who's God. But a Durlabham Atma Bhaktao. But who accepts the word of his devotee, who's God? Krishna is God. But you ask a Pandit, Chaturvedi, maybe God is like this, maybe God is like that. So why Vedas are made confusing like this? So that you approach a Guru to know who is God. You submit to a Guru to know who is God. And to pure devotee, to know about Krishna, one should approach a pure devotee. So Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhaktao Govindamadi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. Say, I worship Govinda, the premier Lord. Only the tip of the toe of his lotus feet is approached by the yogis, who aspire after transcendental and betake themselves to pranayam by drilling the respiration. So they could not find the Supreme Lord. So even Brahma could not find. The Lord revealed himself to Brahmaji there. So this is whole. So this Brahm Samhita has beautiful meanings. If you see, Brahm Samhita has beautiful meaning, each verse, and reciting, and it's very good, important even for preaching. You can quote a verse and get a meanings, and it's very nice to memorize also, and beautiful to sing also. The Mahatma Prabhu's is also there, pretty beautiful, the way he sings and things. So as devotees, we should have something absorbing like that, spiritual, directly spiritual things, but very, very absorbing. And today is Sanatana Goswami disappearance day. So you know why it is called Guru Purnima? So what will happen? Sanatana Goswami, he will every day do parikrama to Govardhan. Not 21 kilometer wala parikrama, 37 kilometer wala. In that, Surya Kund and all this will also come. So he will do a big parikrama of 37 kilometers in there. But while doing parikrama, he will go and meet all the Vrajvasis. And he will sort out their problems also. Any Vrajvasi, any problem, they will come to Sanatana Goswami. And all started considering Sanatana Goswami as their guru. In fact, one time when Rupa Goswami had chastised Jiva Goswami. So Jiva Goswami was living in a crocodile hole, all the time crying. And why Rupa Goswami had corrected? Because Jiva Goswami went into a debate. And Rupa Goswami said, "Arey, scholarship nahi chalega Vrindavan mein, so you go away from here." So Jiva Goswami became very dejected and went to the crocodile hole. And when he went to the crocodile hole, he was crying. And when Jiva Goswami and so one Sanatana Goswami went to that village, he said, "Arey, आपसे भी बड़ा बाबा आया है कोई, कुछ खाता ही नहीं है, only some atta balls he eats, and he is all the time there, he's become very weak." And then Sanatana Goswami went and then took out Jiva Goswami from that crocodile hole. So he came to know. And then Rupa Goswami, very proper nourished Jiva Goswami, gave him the deity of Radha Damodar, carved by his own hands, Srila Jiva Goswami. The Sanatana Goswami would be going to each and everything. And every Vrajvasi would love Sanatana Goswami there. So Sanatana Goswami every day will do parikrama and go different villages on the way. And even you go also, so many villages come, Anyor comes and there. And a bigger one, to more villages come. So he will go village to village. So everybody ki Baba aa gaye. So when Sanatana Goswami disappeared on his disappearment day, all Vrajvasis heard, हम रोजाना हम तो कभी नहीं करते, हम परिक्रमा जनरली नहीं करते, आज करेंगे क्योंकि इन बाबा की याद में. And that's why it was celebrated as Guru Purnima. And therefore, even you go today's day to Govardhan, many people will be doing Govardhan Parikrama. Anyone seen that? The whole lot of rush is there. Legs people come. Or gaadi thoda dur. And now when you ask people, they will not know why they are doing. But that's how originally that pratha started. There of the Guru Purnima, that they will do Parikrama. Because they will say, Sanatana Goswami do every day. At least we should do on one day. So they start doing with, and there's so much affection for Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami was the Prime Minister of Nawab Hussain Shah. Rupa Goswami was the Home Minister. So when they got mercy, so they will always write letters to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord, हम कहाँ फंस गए, ये नवाब हुसैन शाह की नौकरी करनी पड़ रही है, मलिच्छों की नौकरी करनी पड़ रही है. So always they will keep writing letters. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you serve like a paramour. A paramour serves as a wife who has a paramour. Of course, don't take literally this example and take inspiration from it. So, a wife who has a paramour, he serves the husband so nicely, husband doesn't get a doubt that the wife has a paramour. In the same way, doing your duties of government, you keep thinking of serving Krishna, so that nobody doubt you have a paramour as Krishna, you are dedicated to Krishna. That's a great lesson for all the devotees. The devotees should do all their duties nicely, so nobody blame, अरे तुम Krishna conscious इसलिए तुम गड़बड़ कर रहे हो करके. But where their heart should be? In Krishna. Their heart should be in Krishna. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered it. So then they start doing their activities properly and remembering the order. And they made a Gupta Vrindavan. If you go to Ramkeli, there's a Gupta Vrindavan. So they made Radha Kund, Shama Kund, and they were absorbed in Krishna only. Whatever wealth they got, they used it in making Vrindavan. Now when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Ramkeli, they went to meet them. And they went to meet them with a throne in their mouth. Oh Lord, Kiyami doshe. Sanatana Goswami. So they are saying, Lord, we are more fallen than Jagai and Madai. Please shower mercy. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, your humility is melting my heart. Your humility is melting my heart. That means the Lord has come to bestow mercy and they have taken all the mercy. जैसे ही ना श्री चैतन्य मनो विष्णु में स्थापित हम ये ना स्वयं रूपा का दाम ये बदांती से बदांती का. So your humility is melting. And the time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu initiated them and gave the name Rupa and Santosh. Rupa and Sanatan. They got the name. Previously the name was David Khas and Sakar Malay. Or Amar and Santosh was the previous name. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Rupa and Sanatan. And Rupa Goswami's eternal name is Rupa only. Rupa Manjari. There. Rupa Manjari Pada. Rupa Manjari Pada. So Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, so they're doing. Now after that, one day what happened, this Gaurang was telling in one lecture, Rupa Goswami, Nawab Hussain Shah called Rupa Goswami in the dead of night, heavily raining. And then while he was going, one wife and husband were talking. इतनी रात को इतनी बारिश में कौन जा रहा है? तो वाइफ ने बोला अरे नवाब का ही पालतू कोई जा रहा होगा. And Rupa Goswami heard it. He felt अरे बहुत हो गया अभी. And he left and so something will trigger you in life for renunciation. Something will trigger. So that was the trigger, and Rupa Goswami left. But Sanatana Goswami could not leave because he was a Prime Minister. But he said to Nawab Hussain Shah, I'm sick. And Nawab Hussain Shah sent a Vaidya to say, Vaidya said, अरे वो तो भागवतम पढ़ने अच्छे खासे कुछ नहीं हुआ है. So then Nawab Hussain Shah came. And Nawab Hussain Shah had to win many kingdoms. And probably he was attacking Odisha that time. He said, I have to attack Odisha and all that, and you help me. Sanatana Goswami said, I can't help you anymore. Now, my mind is in Bhagavatam. Whatever you want to do, you do with me. And then he put Sanatana Goswami into jail. And then Sanatana Goswami, he talked to the, he had a lot of gold coins saving left by Rupa Goswami. So he put some 10,000 gold coins in the shop. No, first he said, you are a Jinda Peer. I want to go to Makkah. Please let me go to Makkah. You are Jinda Peer. You are a saint. You are Muslim. I'm also Muslim. Let me go to Makkah. So he told him that you go to Makkah. And then when he goes, then also he was not come. But if Nawab comes to know that, what will happen? Then Sanatana Goswami put 10,000 gold coins in the hands of jailkeeper, and said, just बोल देना morning duties को गए और डूब के मर गए. And then he released Sanatana Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami left. And then another story happened. The Ishan also goes with Sanatana Goswami. And he was carrying 7 gold coins. So the innkeeper, so they went to that place. Innkeeper was talking very sweetly to Sanatana Goswami and this Ishan. He's telling, Arey, you are so nice, so good. Sanatana Goswami understood, Dal mein kuch kala hai. Ati bhaktir chore election. He asked Ishan, do you have some wealth? Ishan said, yes, I have 7 gold coins. So he took and gave to the innkeeper. Innkeeper said, no, you keep it. No, I don't want it. And then he told, I was actually about to kill you today. Because my astrologer told that the people who have come with a lot of wealth. If you kill them, you will get that 7 gold coins. They also said, if you don't kill it, anybody else will kill. Then Sanatana Goswami gave those gold coins to the innkeeper. Then also, he saw 1 gold coin in the hand of Ishan. He said, you go back. Don't carry the death nail with me. So fear is only there when you possess something. When you don't possess anything, no fear. लोग आपसे लेंगे क्या? आपको मार के लेंगे क्या? If you don't possess anything. Only when you possess something, then you have a fear, कोई मार के आके ले लेगा. But you don't possess anything, there is no fear in this world. There. So Sanatana Goswami left. And then Sanatana Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in... so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming back. So Rupa Goswami met in Allahabad. Sanatana Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Varanasi. Now Varanasi, Sanatana Goswami was in Dharavesh. His hairs have increased. Now what happened? His brother-in-law, Shrikant, saw, my Jijaji is so much suffering. He gave very nice clothes to him and a very nice quilt, costly quilt to him. And Sanatana Goswami was... and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Chandrasekhar, call, one saint has come. And he said there was no saint because he was in Dali, no? It's a saint. And then there's a saint. And then he's saint. So he was externally trying to see a saint. But you don't see a saint through this externals, right? A saint is a saint by his devotion to God, not by the externals. And then Sanatana Goswami comes in there. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seeing, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu served him nicely, prasadam and thing. And after some time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seeing his costly shawl. Sanatana Goswami understood. Immediately Sanatana Goswami went and exchanged that shawl with a bhikhari and brought it there. Because if he has to do madhukari, people say, such a wealthy person, why is he doing madhukari? it will become Rasabhas, So Sanatana Goswami, he was begging, so he wore a coat there. And then Sanatana Goswami fearlessly went on the main road after meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Rupa Goswami came over here. Another incident, pastimes happen. See, this to the degree we hear about Goswamis, our bhakti increases. Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. Maybe there's a book, Six Goswamis of Vrindavan. Very nice book. You can read it. All the Goswamis, because Goswamis are our hero. And just by hearing them, we make so much spiritual advancement in our lives. So on this day, we pray to Sri Sanatana Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami has written Bharat Bhagavatam Amrita, where the story of Gop Kumar comes there. So maybe some other time we'll discuss the story of Gop Kumar, how this Gop Kumar goes to Golok, Vrindavan. So nice, beautiful story of Gop Kumar. So you can pray to this acharyas to give us, devotional service, that we can become a proper instruments in service of Guru and Krishna. There. So we'll end our class with chanting the Ugram Vira Mahamantra 108 times. Right? I think we can close the live. Close the live. Live close kar do. Close.